Hello and welcome to Casual Leaves. So welcome to another plant video. I am trying this another new setup here today in my living room. So usually I sit down and record there or record in front of the window there, but I figured yesterday while doing something that I can actually use this access to record, which is much more nicer because you can see my other plant station here, which is the open one, and of course my Millsbo tall cabinet right behind the back. And maybe this will make for a better video because there's a table here on which I can do my things. I don't know if it's gonna work well because the kind of lighting which I have from this angle, but we will see, or we can move. But today I am doing something nice and interesting, which is to take my Alocasia corms and plant them into PON. So these are baby corms of Alocasia mycolidziana or Frydek, the non-variegated one of course, and my Alocasia Jacqueline. I had about 12 corms of Alocasia Jacqueline when my mother plant fell from the top of this very shelf by a mistake, of course. It fell down and it was really huge. The plant was very huge with really big leaves and it got broken. And while I was chopping off the broken leaves, I by mistake chopped the main stalk, the main part of the plant, and that was a big mistake. It was an error, a complete oversight, but I killed that plant thereafter. And then I had 12 corms from it which have been growing now in sphagnum moss. So I plan to put them in PON because they've been maturing now. And same as with my Frydek, Frydek got attacked by spider mites really badly. It was also a very big leaf size plant, but spider mites got it bad and I tried treating it a lot but didn't work. In fact, even the baby corm, there's just one corm which has been growing and I'll show you in a bit, also has a lot of spider mites which I've tried treating, and right now the situation is a bit under control. So I'm thinking right now would be a good time to transfer it to PON. So let's get into it. Okay, so here are the two plants, the two baby Alocasia Jacqueline and mycolidziana, which are ready. Some may argue that this may not be the right time, but theoretically maybe yes, they could be more matured before I took them into any other medium and wait for their sizes to grow up a bit more. But honestly, they keep dying off, the corms. This one seems to be pretty good. I think this is a decent size. It's got 5 leaves on it now. So that's pretty good. I think it's the right size. So yeah, let's start with it. Okay, so I've got PON here, which was actually a used one from the past, which I've washed and kept. So this is just from earlier use. I have this takeaway container from something we had ordered, and then I have these glasses which have holes in them, which also I have done at home. So that can maybe become the reservoir kind of situation here, like so, but not maybe this, but I don't know, the other way around maybe, in which case I will need another glass. So I ordered these from Amazon, just like these are easy sip glasses, they're called. They're on Amazon. Got a set of 12, so maybe even that can work. Now I'm thinking, okay, I think I'll make holes in this, or I actually have one with holes in this, so I can even go for that. But I do like the way this fits into it. Let's see, we will see once I remove the plant and see how many roots are there. But I'll get a better closer look for you. Okay, so I hope that you guys can see it. There's some sphagnum moss and very little perlite on top of this here. Maybe I'll get a tray also, which I didn't want to, but I have it here, so let's use it. Okay. Just going to gently remove it. I'm very afraid of damaging the roots. I'm not myself the most gentle person when it comes to handling plants. Okay. So all of this is good moss. It can all go back. I will reuse it. Oh, there's another corm. Is that a corm? No. I don't know what that is. It's the plant's base itself, I believe. I think this is very good. It's got good roots. For once, I've done a good job, I feel. But let me not speak too soon. This is the only corm which I got from my main plant. Oops, am I breaking up the roots? These are almost like water roots because there was a lot of water in the sphagnum moss because I was afraid to kill the plant, which I did with my Jacqueline by forgetting to water the corms. Oops, I broke a root. It's okay. So this is how it's looking, and yes, the roots are too fine, could be better, but for now it works. I will just rinse this in water and be back. Okay, so I've washed it, and these are the roots. There are not too many roots, but it's okay, it's fine. Now to think about the pot. See, these are actually all too tall for this. I need something less tall. So I think this will be the right size. It's got a good drainage system. I'll just have to find a reservoir for it though, which I'll do later. The only thing is this is not transparent. Looks fine. Okay, so getting into Alocasia Jacqueline. Just got it here for some better lighting because there's a lot going on here. If you can see there at the bottom there, right at the back, there are some very small corms as well. And so these two are big ones, these two are small ones. There's one dying there, drying up. So I'm going to see how this is when I once remove it. Why I'm doing this, some may say this is not the right time, but honestly many of the corms, 6 more such corms of this size eventually didn't make it after growing many leaves. So I don't want to take that risk with the remaining corms. I'd rather risk it by checking it once, right? So I'm going to go check the roots and then you'll see. Okay, so here I have 7 corms, I think 1, 2, 3, the 3 leaves, and 1 that, and 2 here and 1 here, so which you can't see, but there are 7 going back into this container. So here are the 2 corms that I will be adding into PON. I have gone and cleaned the roots, and they're decent, they're fine, for sure, they'll be okay. So yeah, let's put them into a container. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the final result. I have put this black container in this transparent white container, which is actually an leftover IKEA piece I had from the pegboard, which I couldn't fit in my cabinet, but this came with that. And I have put very little water because the roots are a bit maybe around this height of the pot. So you want to make sure when you're using PON that there's not too much water, that the roots are always in the watery part of it. The substrate the PON will pick up the water, percolate it internally where it needs. So I love this. Can you believe it? There are 5 leaves on this little baby plant. And this is the Jacqueline. This now has more water in the reservoir because I have put the corms a bit on around this height, and the roots would be here, so I don't want them to be touching exactly the water. Kind of the same logic we use for leca. So yeah, this also looks very pretty. I love it. Very nice. So I'm very happy with the output. These will go straight back to the shelf, and I also will show the other babies one more time. They have gone back into this glass container with moss and perlite mixed. There are about 7 corms in here which are still too young, but it was good nevertheless to check on them, because if I would have left them along with the bigger ones, they would have not really made it. And this is just the leftover moss which I have. I'm just gonna maybe eventually put something else in it for propagation, maybe a wet stick or something like that. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like this video and you watched it till the end. And if you were new here and continue to watch this video right till the end, thank you so much. It means a lot. And if you were returning here after watching my other videos, thank you so much. That means a lot to me too. And I hope you watch the next one. I'll see you next time. Bye.